want to welcome Katrina Sawa, who was my very, very, very first business coach before I knew anything about business coaching or real entrepreneurship. I had the privilege of working with Katrina. So Katrina, say hello and make sure you tell us something about yourself that we're not going to read in your bio and we're not going to find in your website.
Well, Tish, I wish I could take credit for a lot where your success is today, but I know that you have just rocked it. You know, we worked together for, I think, a blip of a time, but you are rocking it now. And so it's so exciting to see you and be on your show. Yay. So what don't you know about me from my bio and my website? Well, my website and my bio is all about jumpstarting your marketing, jumpstarting your business, jumpstarting your revenues, making more money and all that. But what sometimes people don't know is that I have a whole love side of the life kind of focus that I do with clients. And it stems from the book that I wrote, Love Yourself Successful, back in 2012. And I look at people's love life. I look at your self-care, but also your relationships, because all of that has to do with how you're doing your business, how you're getting out there. If you're shrinking and hiding because you're not getting support, or if you're really out there and getting a lot of attention because you have the love and support of somebody. So I look at that a lot, and I attract a lot of people who aren't so happy in their personal lives, so that we can fix that so they can grow their business.
That is so cool, because I've been following you for literally since the inception of my entrepreneurial journey. And I didn't know that. Now I have seen that branding, I've seen it around, but I've never known that it was like a full arm of your business, and then you help entrepreneurs to bring that into their business. That's pretty awesome. What
it is awesome. That? It's because it goes hand in hand, how to get more love in your life and money in your business. And I say that a lot, but not all the time. And it's not like front and center on my website, but people that work with me know that we dive into that if we need to. Not everybody needs it, but a lot of people do.
I love it. So the one thing that I can say, tell me if I'm wrong, because it is an assumption, but when I have seen you from jump, from day one, you've always seemed to be super confident, gregarious, outgoing, and that's what people probably see. But tell me if, first of all, is that the case? Is that indeed the case? And if it is, has it always been the case? And have you had to kind of find your confidence?
Well, why do you think I wrote the book, Love Yourself Successful? I mean, of course, there was, we teach what we need the most, right? And back then, I needed a lot more confidence than I do now. I have plenty of confidence now, and I've been doing my business for 18 and a half years though, right? So, I mean, you kind of get the hang of it, and you kind of, but I still look to some people who maybe have more people in attendance at their events or more followers on Facebook. And I'm like, well, how come I don't have that? And I still have that kind of a kind of a thought process, but then I quickly snap out of it and say, look, I'm here for these people, and that's what I'm here, and I'm different, right? And so I can snap out of it a lot easier than I used to be able to. And also, when I was talking about the love side, I had an unsupportive husband when I started my business. For 2 years, I had an unsupportive husband. And so I would go to networking events and I would just put on a smile, and everybody would say, how's everything? I'm like, oh, it's great, yay. And then I'd go home and I would literally cry myself to sleep for 2 years. Yeah. So it was affecting the way my energy was, even though I thought I was faking it. I had a mask on, but I know there's people, like, I can see it too. When someone's unhappy, you can tell. Yeah. And so that affected me. And I went through a whole process of self-development, online dating, to find now a really amazing guy who's totally supportive. So yeah.
Wow. First of all, thank you for sharing like the real story, because many times people are like, oh yeah, I did step 1, step 2, step 3, and I was all good. And it's like, no, I cried myself to sleep. I had to deal with all these other things. And I think when we're willing to be vulnerable, we can help more people. And I want to ask you this. You've shared a little bit about that journey and what you've had to do, but who have you had to become in order to enjoy the level of success that you currently have?
It's funny that you say, who do I have to become? Because I had a coach one time who, we all have coaches, right? We need to keep sharpening our skills. So I went from the business coach, kind of like what I do, to more of a speaking coach. And then I went to this coach who was supposed to help me make more money. Like I thought, okay, he's going to tell me how to make more money. Notice I said how to make more money. And the whole year, all I did, I had a mastermind of like 15 people and this mentor who I didn't have that much one-on-one time, but every time I was in the spotlight in front of the group, I would be crying because they would say, just be Katrina. I'm like, but yeah, what do I do? What do I do to get to six figures? What do I do to get more money and get more clients and stop working so hard? And they're just be love, Katrina. And this was before the love book, right? So like, just be love. And I'm like, like, I'd be like, I'm a doer, not a beer,? And so I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And it took a whole year of being frustrated and crying and going, what the hell are you guys talking about? To come out the other end with a six-figure business and a new love of my life. Actually, I got love and money that year, which is why I talk about love and money. And so that was the year that I had to be instead of do. I didn't do anything different. And I was being different, even though I didn't really realize I was being different. And now I incorporate being a lot more because it works.
It sure does. Oh my God. You and I had a very similar journey. Trust me. So check this out. So the organization, I have no problem saying it, the organization Katrina and I connected with was eWomen Network, right? Again, many, many years ago. And I went to the conference in Dallas like we did for years. I haven't been in a while, but did it for many years. And so I'm living at the time, I think I was already living here, Phoenix, Arizona. Betsy Clark, whom you know, is in Colorado Springs, I think, or Denver. She's somewhere in Colorado area. And I felt like, for my personal, the way I think about things is like, I feel like God brought Betsy all the way from Colorado to speak to me in the middle of that conference room with 3,000 people. And she walks up to me and the first thing she says, Tish, you need to stop striving so much and just be. And that was the beginning of my journey of realizing what that meant. Because I was like, what does that mean? I thought I was being, don't you see me? I'm being right now. But it made all the difference in the world when I got it. So I can hand clap that because I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was painful. It was a painful and expensive year of learning that lesson, but it was more than worth it.
I hear you. So we both talk a lot about networking, which I love that. I love that we have that in common. And, connections are the lifeblood of our business in many cases. What connections have played the biggest role in your life, whether it's business, personal, or otherwise?
Well, I tell you, having my current husband is amazing, and having that whole support, like I just hired a new mentor in January and I went to him and said, okay, this guy's $29,000. What do you think? And he's like, well, sounds great to me. Like, sounds like you know what you're doing, and I'm like, okay. When most people would be like, no, you need to make more money. And I'm still making good money, but my goal is to double. So you got to go big. You got to go all in. You got to get some, if I can't figure out how to be double my business, then somebody else needs to take a look, right? Just like what I do and what you do with clients. Right. And so there's the husband, who's amazing. And then there's relationships with joint venture partners. I just did a Facebook Live earlier and we talked about collaborations, and I can't tell you how many collaborations I'm in the middle of at all times. There's, whether it's just a share on Facebook or someone's introducing me to somebody, or they're having me on a podcast like this, or I'm having them on my speaker training, or whatever it is we're doing together or sharing of each other. That is what's making a huge difference these days. And I might just tell you, that's free marketing. It's free. Collaborations are free. You don't have to pay for your Facebook ads. I don't pay for that kind of stuff. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. Right. I show up and I connect and I give, and it comes back to me in the end.
I love that. One of the things that I saw you doing, which I think was so brilliant, was giving your network places that they should go check out, places they should go network and find more of their own ideal clients. What kind of drives that for you, Katrina? Why is that? I love, obviously, that's a part of it, but what causes you to realize, or what caused you to realize the importance of giving in order to see big shift in your business?
Because I am a huge efficiency person. I hate wasting time.
I love
I
it.
can't stand wasting my time with the wrong things and the wrong people. And so I don't want other people to waste their times in the wrong places or the wrong events or the wrong whatever. I want them to maximize every single minute of time so we can work less and not so hard. And let's just be efficient. You know, when you go to a 1 hour Zoom call and then there's networking involved, pull out 5 to 10 people that you can talk to and put them on the calendar and book them before the hour's over.
Yes,
Don't do it later.
yes.
For
It never
God's sake.
happens. It'll never
Ah,
happen. I know.
efficiency. That's why I'm on 30 to 40 calls a month. And people are like, well, how do you do that? Well, because I'm freaking efficient and I have systems and I have templates and I have copy paste and you got to do that if you want to reach enough people. If you're not making enough money, you're not talking to enough people. You're not in
Girl.
front of enough people, period. End of story.
Yeah,
That's it.
orange applause. There you go. It's, and we make it so hard. It's like, well, what do I do? It's like, get in front of the right people, more of the right people, and you will have more money in your
Every
business.
day. So I have a list. So I've been paying attention. I even put a post out in a group this gal, Serena runs. She has 55,000 women in her Facebook group. I put a post in there the other day from my training I was doing just to show these people how easy it is to find stuff. I put a post that says, who has some great networking events that they're going to, and post below, and there's like over 200 comments in there right now. I'm lost. I can't even catch up with all the people in there, like the comments, because I don't have time for the managing that comment stream, but I'm working on it. And I've got some great things that I've added to my list from that group, but it just goes to show you things are out there. You just have to ask. You're not asking, you're not paying attention, and you're not showing up.
Oh, girl, that, enough said. We could stop right now. That was so awesome. So, but right. I do want to find out if you had to sum up your journey. I love that. For those of you all who are listening and can't see, she just held up a sign that said, stop it. I know, it's like, go, stop, funny face. I love it so much. If you had to sum up your journey, Katrina, in one word, what would that one word be?
The first word that just came to me was action, but is that the right word? I don't know. I mean, really everything that's been done with love, it's love and money. It's money drives me, but it's not everything. Of course, we want to serve and impact a lot more people, but you can't do that eating top ramen, for God's sakes. You got to make some money. You got to make money. You got to have a lifestyle. We just bought a travel trailer and a new truck so that we could actually go places without people going, hey, you can't travel. I'm like, bullshit. I can travel anywhere I want, excuse my language, but because now I have a travel trailer and you can't tell me, and I don't have to wear a damn mask in my truck. So I'm just saying, so we're going to go on vacations. We're going to do little things. And I don't wait around for other people. I take action. Even one of my clients yesterday said, how come you make decisions so fast? You just think about something and you do it. And I'm like, that's just how I am. Life's too short. Why do you want to wait for 6 months to make a decision? Just do it.
I love it. It's funny, and I know you won't remember this, but when we first started talking and I was like, okay, am I going to do this? Am I not going to do this? You were like, well, look, if you want your business to be in the same place it is right now next year, then don't make a decision. And I was like, okay. And that's just the truth. So that I can vouch for the fact that that's who you are. That's what you do, and it works. I think when we delay our decisions, we delay our success. So I love that you said that. Who do you believe you're uniquely gifted to serve, Katrina? Who's looking for you right now?
It's entrepreneurs that aren't making the money. And I get it a lot of times where it's like, okay, I've invested all my money. Now I have no money. How are you going to help me, Katrina? Well, we got to hurry up and make you some money. But they say, well, I got to go make some money and then I can hire you, Katrina. I'm like, well, you've been trying that for 6 months, maybe 6 years, and it's not working. So you have to find a way. So whether you find me or you, Tish, whether you find one of us at a perfect time in your business, most likely you won't. And so, but you have to figure out a way to get the right mentor, whether it's me or somebody else. You have to figure out a way to pay for and invest in the right mentor at the right time. Too many people try too many things that are not the order of importance they need to be doing things in. If you are brand new in business, you should not be starting a podcast because you have no following, no nothing. You're not going to sell anything on podcasts. No offense to podcast people, but it's a great way to leverage when you do have a following. But it takes a lot of time and effort, and it's not going to make you money right away. So that's just an order of importance.
I love that. I love that. How do people work with you? Someone's going, yes, I want to work with you. What are some of the ways that you're going to work with your clients?
I have a high-end mastermind, and I say high-end because it is a big investment, but you get a ton in it. I mean, I give unlimited access to me. Nobody does that. Maybe one or two other people that I know gives unlimited one-on-one access. And in fact, I don't even think that person does it anymore. And I do it because I know that's what people need. You don't need another group program. You don't need a bunch of online trainings. Usually when you're trying to figure out how to run and grow a business and make a lot more money, you need to be told, okay, tweak this on your website and change this wording. And this is how you say this in a sales conversation. And this is what your flyer should look like. And this is the thing that you should be selling and for how much. And this is what to say on a call when somebody's asking about it. You need that personal attention. I've been in sales and marketing since I was 16. I'm 50. Okay. So you got to know this stuff, and I can market anybody and I don't care if I just met you. I could talk about you and know the words to say, where most people don't have that skill. You need to learn that skill. And I keep going off on a tangent. I just want to tell people how to, I mean, I do one-on-one, I have a mastermind, I have online trainings, I have events on Zoom and live when we can. I have all kinds of stuff, books, as you can see.
As I can see, very good. Great books, by the way. So how do people reach you? What's the best way for people to contact you today?
The website has a ton of free stuff on it. You can go to jumpstartyourbiznow.com/free trainings. There's 7 different free trainings there. There's one for everybody, whether you're trying to write a book, become a speaker, get started in your marketing, have problems with the love stuff. You want to come and have a call with me, do that. Don't wait, because waiting just doesn't provide the results. And, I'm not going to force you to give me your credit card over the phone. So it's silly to just not come to a call with someone like me or you. You need to talk to more people to get different perspectives and to weigh the options that you have in front of you.
I love it. Well, Katrina, it has been a pleasure. I'm so glad that not only did I get a chance to talk to you today, which I enjoyed, but I know everyone who's listening to this has gotten something that's going to be helpful for them to move forward. So you want to reach out to Katrina Sawa. She is the real deal for sure. And Katrina, once again, thank you so much for being with us in Networking School today.
Thank you.